What's going on, YouTube? We're trying this from the iPad. Hopefully the audio is good. I do have a fan blowing back here. Let me turn that off. Alright, we don't have anybody in here yet, but for you guys watching this on the replay, I have just made it out of Laredo. I mean, just out of it. I'm at that Love's in Encino, something like that. Kentucky Trucker, what's going on? You are sitting around waiting on a notification, and so was Oscar, and I guess that's Dale Earnhardt, number 3, and Dustin, and Steve, and Kevin Plaster. Right on, man. Y'all, Kevin Plaster is finishing up orientation at GMP right now as we speak, and since he's coming in with experience, he'll be getting assigned a truck tomorrow. What kind of truck do you want, Kevin? An old Freightliner 10-speed, a T680 like I got, an International? If they ask you what you want, what would you say? Chasing America and Eric doing the flatbed thing in Northeast Georgia today. Oscar's, well, I mean, that's not Oscar, that's, that is Oscar sitting at Walmart. Carlos, it's pretty fucking hot in Laredo, man. And, like, I signed up on this Texas thing to do 600-mile plus days. Last 2 days in a row, I didn't get it. And it was not for the lack of desire on my part. I mean, I made a video talking about, you know, yesterday, but today, I mean, I got up a little late, but it was still dark, you know, and made it out of Houston real good. With coming into Laredo, I mean, coming in, I'd already passed the weigh station, I mean, not the weigh station, the inspection station. My load's heavier than shit, so I'm expecting to get pulled into a weigh station like every time. I don't know, there's like 2 or 3 of them I passed, but no issues. But right after passing the inspection station, traffic started backing up. Some truck drivers turned his truck over in the middle of the road. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if he's hurt or not. But we got... That's Misty calling. Let me send her a message. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Oh, by the way, you can do that stuff with the Apple Watch. Which, a couple of videos that I've got planned I want to do is, I don't know, maybe I'll do these on Tuesdays, like Tech Review Tuesday or something. But I want to do one on the Apple Watch now that I've had it 6 months. I want to do one on that, you know, new Rand McNally that I have. And I don't know, maybe I can do it on some camera stuff or a Mac or something. But do some tech reviews. I don't know. Would you guys like that? Tech reviews by Trucker Jim. We got 40 of you. Somebody didn't like the idea. I went from 40 to 39 people watching. And I guess I'm losing my touch, guys. My channel, as far as the activity on it's kind of sucked lately. I mean, I did take a couple of weeks off or whatever and hadn't, you know, gained the momentum I had before. But, heck, other than, like, putting something about a horrible multi-truck accident, I don't think I've had a video over 2,000 views. Was having, like, 120 for live, and there's 42 in there, and 15 people are throwing the thumbs up. Make that 16. Can we get a 17, 18, 19, 20? Okay, next time take some drone video in Laredo. Yeah, I will. I'm getting ready to start using the drone a little more. Like, just when I feel myself getting, like, in a rhythm with this thing and ready to crank out, you know, some videos and things, I don't know, I let things happen that piss me off. You know, with, I don't know, wrecks and getting stuck in traffic and live loads in crappy places. Like, oh, what I was saying a while ago, but like, I got an hours of service violation today. Like, I was putting myself off duty while I was like sitting still on the interstate, but then we would creep up like a truck length or something like that, and it ended up getting to the point where I'd been off duty for like 52 minutes. And then I got to rolling good, and damn if it didn't go back in time, and all of a sudden I'm like 15 minutes into a log violation. And I didn't even consider pulling my ass over. Like, I'll take a break when I get to this freaking receiver that I'm going to. And I sent a little Qualcomm message explaining what happens just to cover my butt if DOT, you know, checks my logs in the next 7 days. But then it took 3 hours to get unloaded. So I barely got my load out of Laredo. I had, I don't know, maybe an hour when I got to the southeastern yard. I've got 9 minutes left on my 14-hour clock. But I should be able to make it back. I'm headed to Gray Court to ZF Transmission, which is kind of Fountain and Gray Court. It's pretty much the same area, which will should get there right at the end of the shift Sunday. So I don't know. I mean, not Sunday, Saturday. So I don't know. Maybe I can do something Saturday. I'll get that in. Let's see. My miles won't be that great though. I don't know, like 20. I think it'll only be like 2,600 miles. You know, I didn't start out till Tuesday morning. Is the reason, but I'll keep on going. I guess what, 3 more trips. But let me check these comments right here, and then guys, I need to take a shower. All right. Well, I'm not smelling that bad yet, but I think I took a shower Monday, and here it is, Thursday. I hadn't took one at all since I've been on the road. Kentucky Trucker is asking how's Texas. As long as the APU works, I'm good. Right on. Yeah, these APUs, man, I don't want to go without one anymore. Elvis is in the building, y'all. I got you on a 55-inch. Nice. Is the audio quality okay? Can you guys hear me okay? I'm just using the regular old internal mic on the iPad on this one. How much weight are you down? Your face looks skinnier. I don't know. I hadn't weighed myself since I gained 4 pounds. I don't know if I've ate more than I needed to today. Like, I'm going to have to skip supper tonight, which I ain't even hungry. I cooked myself a big-ass cheeseburger and some portobello mushrooms a while ago, and I've been snacking on jerky and pistachios and pork grinds, and I had some chocolate-covered almonds. I had a coconut bar that was Atkins. So, I've been eating pretty good today. So, I don't know if I've lost any or not. But I hadn't been eating carbs. That's one good thing about it. Slim Jim. Is that going to be my new name, Little Viking Coach? I ain't earned it quite yet. Southern Miles says he can smell me. And the audio is pretty good. Alright, anybody got any kind of questions? I'm kind of craving that shower and get a good night's sleep. Yeah, I cooked the mushrooms. I cooked the hamburger till it was almost done, and then dumped the grease, put the hamburger back in so it wasn't real greasy, and then I put the slices of portobello in the frying pan, and I put my little you know, screen top thing on top to hold in the heat and keep the grease from splashing, and then it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Do you miss regional yet? No, not yet. The chili pistachios are good. If you guys get a chance to pick up some of these, they are tasty. And you kind of got to get exercise to open these damn things, because you don't eat the shell. I don't know who haven't had a pistachio, but they, you know, it's popped open for you. But you pull that, and there's the pistachio. I personally, I like the ones that's the big old cup, and these are already shelled, and you just shove them in your mouth. See, this half's getting stuck on there. Oh, that's kind of hard. But anyway, they had a couple of different flavors. I hadn't tried the others, but the sweet chili, they are pretty tasty. And I need to stop eating. But let's see, pistachios, they have 13 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, but 3 are dietary. And the way it works, you can subtract dietary carbs from regular carbs, and that gives you net carbs, and that's really what we go by. So that's it's like 5 grams of carbs for a half a cup of these. So I guess that ain't too horrible, but then put yourself in ketosis. And when ketosis is when your body is not using sugar and carbohydrates for energy, it's using fat for it. And if you've like been a while without eating, you know, like 15, 18, 20 hours fasting is kind of like the whole keto thing, what you want to, you know, get to, you know, in a couple of weeks or whatever. It starts using your fat belly to give you energy. And I mean, if you got a belly like mine, you'll probably be wired from it. But to get in ketosis and stay in ketosis, I mean, it's different depending upon your body type, metabolism, all that. But around 25, 26 grams of carbs. If you have less than that, after, I mean, a few days or whatever, you'll go in ketosis and your body will start burning your fat off for energy. And you're going to lose weight, water weight, all that stuff. Slim up, trim up, and have good energy. It's pretty cool. Anybody else got anything? How you guys like my beard? I know, like, I've got like a grown man's beard right now with a mustache and all that. And here's my plan. I'm just gonna let this fucker grow. I'll trim my neck up, you know, because I know I don't want hair all over my neck. And then I'm gonna wait till I go to the barber shop, go to the vintage barber, and get a haircut. And I'll let, you know, the master barbers shape, you know, my beard and everything, so it looks, you know, pretty cool. If you guys want to send me like samples of beard styles, feel free. You can send that to jimdavis082274@gmail.com. And then I've had this cool idea. I don't want to talk about it too much because it would ruin it if I ever do decide to do this, but a video thing of my beard and shaving piece. Let me stop talking about it because I'm gonna probably do that one day. Anybody else got anything for our let's see, this is we're gonna call this day 12 in my 180 day vlogging challenge that I put on myself. Tried that coffee, it's different, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it too. Using the grass-fed butter or the fattest butter you can find. Sometimes that Marigold, or I know I got some of it up there. Walmart has it, but Ingles didn't have it. And your coconut oil. I started putting turmeric in mine. I can't remember all the health benefits of turmeric, but I googled it, and it's a lot. It's like a freaking superfood or something. So I put a little bit of that in my coffee too. Thomas Coleman saying he's kinda gay. All right. I'm in outside of Laredo. Let's see, Beard Styles, Duck Dynasty, just like, or ZZ Top. How about that? John Crawford is over and out. I watched your 10 through 12 vlogs. You went through some shit now. All is well. Didn't know butter ate grass. Well, what that is the butter comes from grass-fed butter. Comes from cows that eat grass. Because like most of the meat that all of us and our families, our kids get, is pretty horrible conditions that the animal lives in, and the shit they feed these animals is, I don't know, a lot of chemical kind of stuff, and apparently grass-fed and free range and organic and all that stuff is better for us. Sean McGovern. But I hadn't had a flat tire in a little while, so that's good. I probably jinxed myself, and I'll have one tomorrow. I saw Trucker Brown has a flat about every 3 days now, I think. I gotta stop eating these things. I just gained 8 grams of carbs. New subscriber, great content, keep it up. Well, I appreciate it, Redrum07. Oh, and I'm not gonna announce this yet, but sometimes the guys on the Zello channel already know about this. No hints, guys. But I've got a big announcement coming up within 2 weeks from now. It will be announced. And for all of you that watch my channel regularly, you will be affected by this. For the positive. Okay, Kevin Plaster's going to Atlanta to get his truck in the morning. Another trucker giving you a ride, I guess? Or are you from Atlanta? Me and you hadn't really chatted too much, Kevin. I guess you probably know me better than I know you. Buttermilk's talking about some grass-fed butter and hot sauce. Heat it up and pour it over your chicken. Well, I like hot sauce, and I'm liking butter more and more every day. Texas Pete is a good keto sauce. But like ketchup, under the keto thing, you want to avoid ketchup. Most barbecue sauces, because all that stuff's just loaded with sugar or high fructose corn syrup or something like that. Oh, no shit. Kevin Plaster is Tennessee Kevin? Well, how about that? Heck yeah, I remember we ran into each other at that Love's in White House, Tennessee that has the IHOP. Yeah, I know exactly who you are. I just did not catch the last name. I knew your YouTube name, which I guess you've changed it. Kerrygold's getting sued because it's not grass-fed after all. Come on now, little Viking coach. Albino Rhino. Is that true? What's up, Yukon? Well, heck, I was getting ready to get off here, but I got the Albino Rhino and Cornelius and Tennessee Kevin. I wish I would have prepared and had some good stories. But I think I've told them all. Except it's freaking hot here in Laredo. About to change it back, I hear you. You know, the whole Trucker Jim thing, for like you guys that are kind of new, I didn't like come out of CDL school or anything and like, hot damn, I'm a truck driver, call me Trucker Jim. It wasn't like that. I was just Jim. And I had a dog that was my best buddy in the whole world. His name was Boone. And I started making these videos, right? And it was Jim and Boone's trucking journey. You know, my driving partners, I went through a few of them. There was Malik, and then I forget what that other dickhead's name was. And then Jason Massey, and then Steve, and then Mark. I had a few of them. And then, you know, some trainees. But Boone was with me the whole time. Well, you know, he wasn't with me when I was with training in the first couple of weeks of teaming until I went home, and then he was out with me the whole time. But then my career with US Express ended, and I'd made like 122 episodes at the time. So I thought, I'm starting over, you know, season 2, I'm gonna be a flatbed guy now. Maybe I'll be flatbed Jim or something. But anyway, I couldn't take Boone with the company I went immediately with, and then the company I'm with now. Both have no pet policies. And I know I hadn't really been using a logo in season 3 too much, because I'm wanting to design another one. I meant to do that while I was taking the 2-week, you know, off of doing videos. I don't know. It just didn't happen. I hadn't got a new logo yet, but I don't know. We've got like 170 more, you know, episodes in this season 3 daily vlog thing. So maybe by the end of that, you know, I will. But anyway, at the time I was using this text, just some simple stuff that, you know, was on the iPhone version of iMovie, that it was text, a line, and then text. And I had Jim and Boone's, and then the line would go across, Trucking Journey. So when I started season 2, I was planning on doing that same thing. And I just put, well, damn, I ain't got Boone, so I went, Jim, Trucking Journey, and it just didn't look right. It was too short, so I had to have something to stretch it out a little bit. And, well, I couldn't think of anything better than Trucker Jim, so it's been that ever since. Now people are calling me TJ and stuff like that. Yeah, I miss Boone too. Register Boone as a service animal, and then you can bring him along. I've thought about doing that, Yukon. That's not a bad idea. Simeo Rod, what's going on? Elvis is flirting with Yukon. No, wait a minute. He's talking about Yukon flirting. Let's see. Did I miss some other comments? I'm just here so I won't get fined. All right. I don't mean to be so boring tonight, guys. But I knew I was not going to have an episode ready by in the morning. So I said, let me go ahead and throw one up and it'll be 12. And like my camera situation, this is a little G7X, and I don't know, somewhere I got a monopod that I generally keep this on. But yesterday I filled the memory card on. I think I only got like a 32 gig memory card in this, and I had to delete some to like finish the video from yesterday, which I really don't like to do that. I like to, have everything backed up. But I was planning on going by Best Buy in Laredo today, and not only was I going to get a couple memory cards, another power outlet, because my second one went out on me a couple weeks ago, I was going to go ahead and get that microphone that I'm on for my big camera since I broke my other one. They're out of stock in Laredo, but the Greenville, South Carolina has a couple in stock. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get it because I'm getting a referral bonus on my next paycheck. Not tomorrow's paycheck, but the one after that. And then there's going to be one in a couple of weeks, but I can't give all the details on that yet. And those kind of things, I either A, dump it immediately into savings for, a future purchase that's going to, in some kind of way, going to help the whole video and vlog situation. But yeah, I'm going to get a new microphone with it, which the one I will start probably either filming tonight or in the morning, that will be the next one I upload after this one. I will fix my little broken microphone with one of these little bread tie things. I'll fix it up. It won't be awesome. No, it won't be awesome at all. It'll have some wiggle to it, but I can use it and get, better sound than I could without a microphone at all anyway. But guys, unless you guys got, well, let me check these last few comments. If you got any kind of questions, now is the time. We're at like 23 minutes, and we'll keep this under 25, okay? I'm giving 22 years as an alarm technician to start a career trucking. I applied that GMP and waiting for them to finish trucking school in Fletcher. I'm out of Bowling Springs. All right, Danny Coleman. So, alarm technician, you were like the setup guy or the salesperson for like an ADT or something like that? But yeah, Bowling Springs, you're right down the road from the Greer Yard. And, regional, some people start out at Texas. Probably most people start out as regional. Regional would probably be the thing to start out with. You won't be too far away from home, and you'll get time off every week. David Ban, Whammis is in the house. What's going on? Installed service, alarms, fire alarms, camera systems. Right on. I used to sell those a couple of times. Once in Alabama and once in South Carolina. Tango Tracker is asking if GMP hires out of Ohio. I don't think so. But they are talking about, getting some new customers and things, so who knows what the future holds. We got two Elvises in here. Elvis, is obviously Elvis, and then David used to be an Elvis impersonator. Or you probably still are in a way, aren't you, David? Haven't drove in 15 years, running e-logs. Do you run off your home terminal time zone? Yeah, you do, as far as, your logs and everything is based on that and don't change. The way I've got mine, like my watch and my iPhone and my GPS, they change automatically to the local time zone that I'm in. But in your work orders, it's based on the local time for where that place is at. You know, if you're in the central time zone versus Eastern. But as far as your logs go, mine stays on Eastern. And I guess, hell, probably everybody with GMP stays Eastern, except for maybe some Laredo guys that may have. Okay. Prepper Poe is looking to start his career there. I'm not sure where. Oh, Averett Express. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine that worked for Averett for a little while. And I know there's a bunch of their yard dogs up at the Nissan plant. Yeah, actually, Kevin here, you used to work with Averett, didn't you? I guess you left Averett to come to GMP? I'll allow a little more time to pass just so Kevin and Prepper Poe can have a little Averett conversation. I really hadn't ever heard any. I don't know. I really hadn't heard anything, you know, negative or, you know, extremely positive about Averett. I mean, I know a few people that work there and worked there a little while. Lexington, Kentucky. All right. Well, we're at 52 people, 31 thumbs up. Can we get a few more thumbs up? Just like smash it or drop an elbow on that thumbs up. It's good for something. I don't know what. Maybe I'll make an extra 5 cents if everybody hits all the thumbs up. But I'm gonna go see if I can get a shower at this Love's. And then during my pre-trip, about 9.5 hours from now, I will fuel up and make it as far into Louisiana as I can. Me starting here versus not shutting down early in Laredo, I should be able to at least get on across the Mississippi. And last time, I was just this side of Mississippi, and I made it back. Since there's like fuckers telling on me to my company and everything, I can't give the exact details of how I made it back. But I had like a 685 mile day. That's how far Greenville was, but I actually had to go to Greer. But if, I don't know, you see me out and about, it's not recorded live on video, I'll maybe tell you that little trick. Cleared my personal physical. You know, I got to get me a physical soon. My DOT card, I think, expires October the 2nd. So I guess sometime probably in September, I've got to go get a physical. Hey, any GMP guys that's been around a little while know how that works. Will they pay for our physical, or do I pay for my own physical to renew my DOT card? Or will they reimburse me? Anybody know how that works? This will be the first time I've renewed my own DOT physical instead of, you know, it being done for me at an orientation or something like that. Is the way it happened. Well, the one I currently have came from Maverick. Red Ram, yes. Where are you at? Okay, so anybody know the deal on renewing your DOT physical? Does company pay for that, or is it the driver responsible for that? And I guess some of these truck stops, the little medical place has it on there. Looking for companies who hire out of Florida. All don't hire out of Florida. But I'm sure there's plenty that do. Alright guys, well thanks so much for tuning in for this little live broadcast. Keep checking back, because you know, most of the videos are going to be edited ones, and I don't know, I like throwing some drone footage. Oh my god, that video when I was flying the drone at the lake, near that boat. Did y'all see how, like, you know, when I was getting that shot where those people were waving at the drone? This is out in the middle of a lake. You know, I was a long ways from the drone. You know, I could barely see the boat. It was so far, but I flew it out there, and it was like hovering, and they were waving at it, and then I took it off, and it had to miss this pole of the canvas of that pontoon. I mean, it had to miss it by that much. I mean, it went right by it. And there was another time I got really close to a tree. And I didn't have the prop guards on either, so that would have been bad. If it would have hit that pontoon, it would have went boop, boop, to the bottom of the lake. Would have broke my little heart. But it didn't happen. So I still have a drone. Going west and headed your way. I'll keep my eyes open for GMP in Atlanta now. Yeah, in Atlanta and Charlotte, you probably will see some GMP trucks. Sugar Shine's in the house. You have a good night too. Yeah, Chris, I thought I was going to hit him too. I mean, I really almost did. Hey, it was my pleasure, Ken, and I hadn't forgot about doing that interview we had talked about a while back. But guys, this video is over. Good night.